then a turnover leading to another offensive rebound also for the Arrows isn't something the Cats want to do.
And as you're talking, another turnover for the Bobcats there. Quick turnover by Allie Clark. They're going to pass it on to Rode. Rode did catch the ball, dribbled, stopped, dribbled again. They got it for the double dribble. So the Bobcats a little fortunate there. With the turnover of their own, they do get the ball back in a quick manner. Allie Clark to take it up the court. 6:35 remaining in the first quarter. Watertown with a 5-0 lead. Allie Clark looking right-hand side, gets it up to Shelsta, it's off the knee of Brookings. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. That'll be Watertown Arrow basketball. Abby Bramer going to take it forward here. Abby Bramer, the 5'6" senior, over to Maggie Hesh. Hesh up top to Rode. Rode thought about a three-pointer, didn't take it, over to Bramer. Bramer down low, really good pass there by Bramer. Gets it to Maggie Hesh, the 6-foot senior, and she lays it in for her second basket of the ball game. They're finding ways to get Hesh open for the Arrows. Shelsta's really going to have to work hard tonight, it appears.
Yeah, she will, and like you had said, they're doing a lot of movement on offense. You know that they're keeping Shelsta on her feet. But again, it's been working for them to get off to an early 7-0 lead.
Abby Bramer commits her first foul of the game for the Arrows. Inbound to Allie Clark at the top of the key. 7-0 lead for the Arrows. 5:57 remaining in the first quarter. Landry Wilson trying to drive right-hand baseline. She's going to be bumped before the shot, and that's going to be another quick foul on Abby Bramer, her second.
That's a nice attack there by Landry Wilson. Noticed that the right side of the court was open. Good couple dribbles to the hole, and way to draw the foul.
Macy Ostis and Kendall Paulson checking in for the Arrows. Allie Clark near baseline, going to inbound. Gets it up top to Jorgensen. Jorgensen back to Allie Clark. Right-hand three-point shot from the corner. Doesn't hit anything, but it's going to be tipped out by Bramer of Watertown. Bobcats will retain possession.
It's a nice job there by Landry Wilson to crash the boards. You know, as long as you're putting pressure on Watertown to have to get that rebound, which is what she did there, causing them to turn it over so Brookings gets the ball back.
As expected, Abby Bramer subbed out of the game for Maddie Rode. Bramer, 2 quick fouls for Watertown. They get it down to Shelsta. Another double team. Shelsta off the glass, up and good. Really good possession there for Brookings. Finally getting on the board. That's what they're going to need to do tonight. Get it to Shelsta, feed her down low, and just like that, a little bit of momentum goes through Watertown's hands, and it's going to be another turnover for Watertown, so Brookings will get the ball back.
Yeah, like you said, that was a great possession to throw it down into Shelsta, and again, she did a good job noticing the double wasn't there this time and was able to go up with it for the basket.
7-2 lead for the Arrows, 5:30 remaining in the first quarter. A little bit of full court pressure, nothing too bad right now for Brookings. Allie Clark gets it over to Claire Burns on the right-hand side. Jorgensen up top, back to Clark on the right-hand wing. Clark going down low to Shelsta. She gets it out to Landry Wilson. Landry Wilson goes left baseline, jumper over the top and gets it to fall. Wow, what a shot there by Landry Wilson.
That's a great shot by Wilson, like you said, to cut the lead to 3.
7-4 lead for Watertown. Good hustle there on defense. Allie Clark able to tip that pass out of bounds. Looks like Watertown will get it underneath the hoop.
And again, I like the offense Brookings is running here. They're looking into Shelsta, but at the same time, Shelsta's quick to pass it back out to somebody around the perimeter if that double team comes. It's nothing that's rushed. She's not putting up any bad shots, but right now I think the Bobcats have a good offense going.
Jorgensen takes her first break. Ella Bisgar going to check into the game. And again, Maggie Hesh, another basket for her. She's got 6 of the 9 points for Watertown right now. So again, that seems to be the looming issue for the Bobcats. Bisgard in the right-hand corner, dead ball, looking at Shelsta down low. Gets it to Claire Burns. Burns gets it to Shelsta. Shelsta goes left, going to be tipped away. She gets it back to Allie Clark. Allie Clark right-hand floater off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound goes to Jada Young of Watertown. She outlets it quickly to Maddie Rode on the left side. Rode up top to Macy Ostis. Macy Ostis three-pointer in and out. No good. Shelsta going to get that rebound. We talked about that. Shelsta making the presence down low so far, getting some of those rebounds.
Exactly. Brookings lucky on that last possession. Lost track of, the Watertown Arrow, who was wide open for 3, but luckily it was a miss. Bobcats with the ball.
Bisgard drives right side, tries getting it to Shelsta. Shelsta's not there, and that's a quick pickoff by Maggie Hesh. Arrows looking to push. Kendall Paulson on the right-hand side, back to Hesh up top. Hesh, 18-footer off the backboard, no good. Rebound goes to Allie Clark. Clearly, the Watertown game plan right now is get the ball to Maggie Hesh.
Yeah, that's definitely the game plan, and they got a quick offensive tempo going. But again, it hasn't been hurting the Bobcats too much, only down 9-4 here with 3:45 left to go.
Bisgard trying to get it to Landry Wilson. Watertown really figuring out right now what the core of the Brookings offense is. Obviously, that's Wilson, Shelsta, and Clark. Landry's pass did get picked off. Left side to Macy Ostis. Ostis down low, good cut by Jada Young, in and out on the layup. Another lucky possession for the Bobcats, but I'm sure they would take it. Claire Burns going to cross half court right side to Ella Bisgard. Bisgard drives middle. Pivots outside to Allie Clark on the right-hand wing. Tries to go baseline. Tough floating shot over the top. No good. Going to be a rebound to Kendall Paulson of Watertown. Watertown really trying to push again. Left-hand side. Rode on the left-hand wing. Rode gets it up top to Ostis. Ostis, three-point shot. Going to be well short. Going to be out of bounds. That'll be Bobcats basketball.
Yeah, I think what the Bobcats have to do now is kind of go back to their slow-paced offense, where they looked into Shelsta. And again, like we had said, she had kind of known if that double team wasn't coming, she was able to put up a shot, but at the same time, she was able to kick it back out had the double team come.
Jorgensen back in for the Bobcats. Volkin back in for Watertown, and Grace Ortmeyer checking in for Watertown as well. Landry Wilson out top to Ella Bisgard on the right-hand side. Good ball pressure here by Ortmeyer. She's going to try and drive baseline. Nothing there. Going to kick it back out to Claire Burns. Burns right-hand side over to Ella Bisgard in the corner. Looking at Jorgensen down low. Jorgensen being strong with the ball. Reverse layup. Almost got it. Shelsta offensive rebound. Going to be fouled on the putback by Grace Ortmeyer.
And again, I think this is where Shelsta really has to capitalize. Olivia Corey, who was on her, only comes in at about 5'8". So when Shelsta has 6-7 inches, this is her chance to really shine on those offensive rebounds to get back for some easy points.
Watertown with 9, Brookings with 4, 2:29 left in the first quarter. Shelsta's first attempt is up and good. 9-5 lead. Shelsta again getting her, making her presence known. Offensive rebounds obviously going to be a key for her tonight. Second one on the way. We've got a lane violation on Brookings, so didn't go in. Doesn't matter anyways. It'll be Watertown ball. 9-5 lead for the Arrows. Jada Young going to be the point guard for Watertown. She'll take it up the court. Nice and easy. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time here to set up a good possession.
Yeah, it seems like their last few possessions have been pretty quick, getting a shot up within the first, 8 to 10 seconds. So I'd like to see if they slow it down here a bit to get an open look.
Jada Young going left-hand side. It was off, looked like Claire Burns' foot, and then off of Jada Young's foot. So Bobcats will get the ball back. Allie Clark going to check back in for Ella Bisgard. Again, that full court pressure from Watertown. Obviously, the tail of the tape. Anybody that plays against Brookings knows if they can get that good pressure going, it's going to cause some turnovers.
Yeah, and Brookings already doing a much better job tonight with it, making those simple passes.
Close call there. Allie Clark threw it to Shelsta just past half court. She gave it back to Clark. It looked like Clark might have been in the air when she caught it, but the ref didn't think so, so that will be another turnover. And we just talked about that full court pressure for Watertown really causing problems. Jada Young up top. Over to Corey on the right-hand side. Corey, three-point shot. She got it. 12-5 lead for Watertown. Another good shot there for Watertown. Clearly, outside shooting seems to be one of their strengths tonight. Yeah,
they're shooting well tonight. And again, when you have that much space and you're able to shoot it, it's an open look for Watertown, and they took advantage of it.
Landry Wilson trying to drive in against two defenders. Offensive rebound to Shelsta. Shelsta back out to Wilson. Wilson gets it down to Shelsta on a bounce pass. Shelsta up and under on the left-hand layup, can't get it. She gets her own rebound, falls out of bounds. Going to be tipped out by Kayla Volkin of Watertown, so Brookings will keep the ball. Good effort there by Shelsta down low.
Great effort. Really nice move, like you had said, the up and under, not something you see a whole lot anymore, but great move for the look. It just didn't happen to fall, but Bobcats remain with the basketball.
12-5 lead for Watertown, 1:26 left in the first quarter. Wilson to inbound on the right baseline. Lobs it up over the top to Allie Clark. Clark beginning the offense. Bounce pass to Claire Burns. Going to be tipped out by Kendall Paulson of Watertown. It'll be on the near sideline for Brookings. Brookings here, again, we talked about earlier with how they'll take, how they'll deal with an early deficit. And so far it does seem to be a little bit of a rushing for them. But hopefully they can kind of keep something going here for the rest of the quarter.
Yeah, I think so too. And again, they've had a lot of open looks that just haven't happened to fall. So being only down 7 with 1:15 left, I think is really good for them, especially when they're at almost 10 turnovers in the first quarter alone.
Jorgensen was driving there, fouled by Grace Ortmeyer. It'll be her second. Currently Watertown with 4 fouls, Brookings none. So Brookings showing good discipline on the defensive end right now. Allie Clark's pass tipped away by Jada Young. Jada Young looking at the top of the key. A little bit of miscommunication on defense. Bobcats come back to it. Up top, over to Kendall Paulson. Her three-pointer's off the mark. We're officially under a minute. 12-5 lead, Watertown. You've got about a 20-second difference on the shot clock. Shelsta at the top of the key. Over to Landry Wilson. Wilson out to Jorgensen on the left-hand wing. Back to Claire Burns. Burns down low. Left-hand finish to Shelsta. Good pass, good finish there for the Bobcats.
Great pass by Burns there. Shelsta putting it up. Also giving the Bobcats a nice little 2-for-1 opportunity. Only got a couple second differential from the shot clock, but still giving them maybe one last chance.
Yep. Currently game clock 27, shot clock 25. 12-7 lead for Watertown. Up top to Kendall Paulson. Paulson in the corner. Corner looking down low. Got a little bit of a scuffle. It's going to be tipped away. Shelsta's going to come up with it. We got 2 Bobcats, 1 arrow there, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Arrows. 16 seconds on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock here. It'll be on the far baseline for the Arrows. It's going to be Jada Young inbounding. Jada Young bounce pass over to Kendall Paulson. Paulson gets it over to Ortmeyer in the corner. Ortmeyer up top to Paulson. Paulson tipped away by Landry Wilson, going to be off the ref and out of bounds. Good defense here by the Bobcats. 8.6 left on the shot on the clock, 7 on the shot clock. Bobcats really need to maintain a good possession here and get some momentum into the second quarter. Good double cover there. Up top to Kendall Paulson. Jump shot off the backboard, no good. Rebound to Jorgensen, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Your score right now, Watertown Arrows 12, Brookings Bobcats 7. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Girls Bobcat Basketball, Annie and Alec on K Country 102.3. Welcome back, girls Bobcat basketball. Andy and Alec. After the first quarter, 12-7 lead for the Arrows. Alec, not a bad first quarter there. I thought the Bobcats did a good job of facing adversity and keeping this close.
I think so, too. It's, again, something we've talked about is trying to limit those turnovers. Bobcats finishing the first quarter with 9 turnovers. So anytime you have more turnovers than points in the first quarter, yet you're only down 5, I think it's a big win for the Bobcats. And
surprisingly, Bobcats out-rebounding the Arrows 11-3 on the game. Hardly do you ever see a game where you're out-rebounding a team by 8 and you're trailing. Good pass there by Shelsta. Good backdoor cut by Landry Wilson. Cuts the lead to 3. 12-9. Watertown with the lead. Abby Bramer brings it down the court up top to Olivia Corey, and we got to travel before the pass, and just like that, we talked about that momentum. A good cut there by Landry Wilson on the possession before, and now you force the turnover. Bobcats are in business here, second quarter.
Yeah, and like we had mentioned, Landry Wilson and Shelsta having all 9 of the Bobcats points, so here's where we really need to see those bench players or those role players step up, make a big play and get on the board.
Allie Clark gets it over to Claire Burns at the top. Burns to Shelsta at the left elbow. Shelsta gets it out to Wilson. Wilson looking to drive left hand baseline. Wow, up and under with the right hand finish on the left hand side, and it's a 12-11 lead for Watertown. 7:15 remaining in the second quarter. Bobcats continuing the momentum here.
Yeah, it was a great take by Landry Wilson. Unbelievable layup, scoop shot to cut the lead to 1.
Hesh gets it out to Corey. Corey back to Bramer on the left hand side. Bramer gets it back to Corey on the right hand side. Up top to Maddie Rode. Rode to the corner. He got Bramer driving left-hand baseline. Bounce pass to Hesh. She's going to be fouled on the way up. We'll see who they got this one on. It looks like they've got it on Sophia DeVergston. That'll be her first. Only the first foul for Brookings tonight.
Yeah, that's nice. Second quarter, that's your first team foul. Bonus isn't looking too promising for Watertown. Meanwhile, Brookings only 3 fouls away from getting into that bonus, and they're shooting 100% tonight from the free throw line. Could be something that helps them in their favor if Watertown does get that 7th team foul.
First attempt is good for Hesh. Bisgard going to check in for Landry Wilson. So Hesh continuing to put the ball in the hoop for Watertown right now. Second attempt on the way. It's up, and it's short off the front iron. Rebound to Hesh, got her own rebound. Passes it to Ella Bisgard, though, and Bobcats are going to look to push the other way. Allie Clark, top of the key, guarded by Rode, the 5'5" sophomore. Bisgard in the corner, good screen there. Bisgard driving baseline, but it's going to be tipped by Hesh. She gets the ball back to her, and then she finishes on the second attempt. Good shot there by Bisgard. 13-13. We're tied up. 6:30 left in the second quarter here. Road on the right-hand side for Watertown. Gets it over to Olivia Corey up top. Corey to Hesh in the left-hand corner, guarded by Shelsta. Back over to Kendall Paulson. Paulson back out to Abby Bramer. Abby Bramer, three-point shot. She got it. Big shot there for Watertown. That's really slowing down the momentum. That's a huge shot for the Watertown Arrows right there.
Yeah, Watertown shooting 50% from three. That's something Brookings is going to have to look out. Maybe close out a little harder so Watertown's not getting as open of looks as Brookings would like.
Could be a halftime speech there for Coach McClagan. Allie Clark on the right-hand side, guarded by Rode. Good defense there. Rode cuts her off. Shelsta, top of the key. Behind the three-point line, a lot of room there from Hesh. Hesh knows she's not going to shoot that. Clark, left-hand wing, three-point shot, and she answers back with one of her own.
Big shot there from Clark to tie it at 16 with 5:40 left to go in the second.
Good ball game on hand so far. Hesh up top, over to Kendall Paulson. Paulson gets it to Olivia Clory at the top. Abby Bramer looks right-hand side, going to be blocked on the layup. Out to Rode. Rode gets a three-point shot. She misses off the front iron. Good rebound there by the Bobcats. And just like that, Bobcats going the other way.
Great box out there to get the defensive rebound, and that's something that is crucial, especially in a close game like this, something Brookings is going to have to continue to do the rest of the game.
Allie Clark kicks out to the corner. Shelst had a chance at a rebound there. Good box out by Hesh for the Watertown Arrows. Rode looking to push up the left-hand side. They're really trying to feed it down to Olivia Corey. She's not there. Again, miscommunication. Abby Bramer wide open for three-pointer, and she doesn't get it this time. So with a little bit of a break there, Bobcats are going to take it the other way. 16-16, 4:45 remaining in the second quarter. Good drive by Allie Clark. Scoop, right-handed layup off the front iron, no good. Rebound goes to Shelsta. She can't make her put back, and rebound goes to Abby Bramer of the Arrows. Good push up there by Rode. Rode gets it to Olivia Corey. Corey misses the layup. Rebound Shelsta, and then it looks like they're going to be a little too aggressive. They're going to call a foul on Kendall Paulson, who was trying to reach in and take it away from Shelsta.
Yeah, Shelsta again doing an excellent job on both the offensive and defensive side rebounding. Just not getting quite the luck on some of her putbacks. She's had about 2 or 3 right now that have seemed to gone in and out. She makes those. Bobcats find themselves up, 6 points, but again, just not seeming to fall, but working hard.
Jada Young, Macy Ostis checking in for Watertown. Shelsta finally gets a break. Landry Wilson going to check back in for her. 4:25 remaining, 16-16. We got a tie game. Landry Wilson, top of the key. Left hand dribble to the left-handed elbow. Pass out to Burns. Burns hits a three-point shot, no good. Rebound goes to Abby Bramer, who looks to push the other way. Bramer kicks it out to Jada Young. Jada Young, three-point shot off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Abby Bramer, and that's the problem. Shelsta out of the game, causing some issues for the Bobcats on the rebounding front.
Yeah, they're going to have to work hard, especially like you said, with Shelsta out, maintaining those defensive rebounds, not giving Watertown any second chance is to score.
Not a lot of height on the court right now, honestly. So those long rebounds are going to be key right now. And obviously Watertown, again, looking to get a three-point shot there from Olivia Corey. She misses it. And another long rebound goes to Abby Bramer, just as we were talking about it. Macy Ostis at the top, over to Jada Young. Jada Young trying to drive right-hand side. Going to be tipped by Allie Clark. Allie Clark got a hand on it, so Watertown will retain possession. 25 on the shot clock, 3:31 remaining in the second quarter, 16-16. Coach McClagan reading our mind. He's going to sub in Ansley Shelsta. Shelsta's going to give Landry Wilson a quick break again. Kendall Paulson to inbound on the left-hand baseline. Gets it out to Olivia Corey in the corner. Corey up top to Bramer. And Bramer, before the pass, gets called for a travel. So turnover on Watertown. Bobcats going to get the ball in. Landry Wilson is now back in the game. Coach McClagan's got to get it figured out right now. I'm getting tired of saying the same people coming in and out.
He might just make you want to work a little harder tonight with all these substitutions, or he maybe just wants to win the basketball game.
Let's go with that one. That's a good one there. Allie Clark down to Shelsta. Shelsta left-hand finish. She is really good. And keep in mind, she's right-handed. Left-hand side, really strong for Ainsley Shelsta. And just like that, the Bobcats take a lead, 18-16. This is the first lead we've seen the Bobcats take all season.
Yeah, it is. Bobcats working really hard.
On the line. So it was a two-point shot for Olivia Corey. Good shot there from the perimeter, but they say it was only 2. So 18-18, 2:55 remaining in the second quarter. Allie Clark looking to push it ahead. They're going to slow it down here. Allie Clark dribbling right-hand wing. Communication here seems to be a struggle. They're going to try and get it to Landry. Good defense there by Jada Young on Landry Wilson. Gets it to Ella Bisgard, right elbow, back to Claire Burns. Good cut there by Allie Clark. Allie Clark trying to get out of there, might have got bumped, but out of control. It's going to be a turnover for the Bobcats. Jada Young pressuring on the right-hand side. Jada Young goes up, right-handed layup, going to be fouled on the shot by Landry Wilson.
Yeah, I'd agree. It looks like Clark got bumped out of bounds. You know, that's a tough call when she's going baseline. Didn't get the call, and then Bobcats happened to foul going the other way, but still, 18-18 ball game here. Bobcats have come back, a 13-5 run, which is something they needed to get back into the game.
Watertown doing a good job of pushing defense into offense there, drawing the foul. Subbing in for Watertown, Hesh and Rode. Coming in for the Bobcats, Olivia Jorgensen's going to check in for Allie Clark. First attempt by Jada Young was no good, so we remain tied 18-18, 2:31 left in the second quarter here. Second free throw attempt off the back iron. Long rebound goes to Hesh. Hesh gets it out to Jada Young. Jada Young misses the three-point shot. Rebound by Ella Bisgard. Good rebound there by the Bobcats, corralling the ball in. Landry Wilson takes it up. Jorgensen on the right-hand side. Back to Landry Wilson. Give and go. Pump fake. Right-hand shot. No good. Trying to fight for the rebound. Gets tipped around. Ella Bisgard in a tussle for it. Ella chases it down on their end of the floor. But as she picked the ball up, she took the extra step. Tough there with the momentum pushing her out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a tough play when the ball, goes all the way back across court, hustling to pick it up, knowing the defender's right on you. Just took one too many steps, but still great hustle from the Bobcats right there.
Allie Clark going to check back in for Claire Burns. Left baseline inbounding Jaden Young. Gets it out to Hesh. Hesh back to Grace Ortmeyer. Ortmeyer down low. Fouled on the shot. So it'll be two shots coming up here. Excuse me, that was Abby Bramer who took the shot there. Foul on Allie Clark. First personal for her. 3 fouls for Brookings. 5 fouls for Watertown. 3 for Brookings. 18-18. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Bramer's first attempt up. Off the front iron, no good. So Bobcats here, right? Hopefully, whether she makes this or not, Bobcats looking for a good possession down here. What's going to lead that? What's going to lead them to a good possession on the other end, Alec?
I think they got to go back to looking down low to Shelsta. And again, if she's not getting double teamed, go up with that layup. And again, when that double team comes, kick it out, but get a good shot. You're only down one. A bucket here is going to give you the lead.
Yeah, Bramer, the senior, makes the second. So 19-18 lead. And that full court pressure, putting the pressure on again. Jaden Young goes up for a layup, and it's going to be and one. That's going to be a foul on Allie Clark. And we talked about that all season long. The full court pressure caused an issue for the Bobcats. Momentum swing for Watertown right now.
Yeah, that was a great finish right there by Watertown to get the possible and one opportunity. But again, at the same time, Brookings, I think if they just slow down their momentum a little bit, not push it as much going into the offensive end, still only down 3, they're still in good hands.
Corey for Watertown checking back in. Burns checking back in for Brookings. Jada Young, free throw attempt off the back iron, no good. Long rebound to Landry Wilson. Wilson outlets it to Allie Clark. 1:45 remaining, 21-18 lead for the Watertown Arrows. Allie Clark on the left-hand side, trying to get it to Burns up top. She does. Tipped out of bounds by Jada Young. So all of a sudden, Watertown really picking up the pressure on defense.
Yeah, they are picking up the pressure a lot. I think they got away with a foul on that one. Looked like it went off Burns' hands rather than off the deflection. But still, that's why refs call the game, and I don't.
Good point. Landry Wilson over to Allie Clark. Allie Clark gets it up to Burns up top. Stream by Shelsta. Back to Allie Clark, top of the key. Landry Wilson, left-hand side. Baseline drive off the back iron. No good. Rebound goes to Hesh. Hesh gets it out to Abby Bramer. Bramer on the left-hand side, guarded by Burns. Back to Hesh on the right-hand wing. Over to Maddie Rode, wide open on the right-hand side corner. Lucky again for the Bobcats there. Wide open 3 for the Watertown Arrows, and did not get that one to fall.
Yeah, it seems like the last few possessions, Brookings getting a little confused multiple times. Watertown wide open for 3, like you said, not even an defender there. So Brookings has got to pick up on who they're guarding when they get back to limit those wide open shots for the Arrows.
Andrew Wilson and Allie Clark staying back to help out on the full court pressure. Allie Clark gets it across half court to Ella Bisgard. Bisgard trying to drive through, and it looked like Jada Young caused a little bit of pressure there, forced Ella Bisgard to take that extra step, and that's going to be a travel on the Bobcats. We're officially under 1 minute, 58.9 seconds remaining. 21-18 lead for the Arrows. Abby Bramer leading the offense for the Arrows right now. Over to Hesh. Hesh trying to find Jada Young on the cut. Bramer right-hand side. Up top to Olivia Corey. Corey up to Young on the left-hand side. Corey to Hesh. Hesh right-hand elbow trying to drive against Shelsta. Shelsta straight up, and she's going to get away with a block there.
Great defense there by Shelsta to stay straight up, not come down and draw the foul, but just great defense.
Again, only about a 2-second differential here. 28 on the game clock, 26 on the shot clock. Left-hand finish again for Shelsta. What a shot there. That left hand is lethal.
That is a great left. I might have to ask her how she does it because I have no left in my repertoire at all.
15 seconds here. Bramer trying to slow it down and get one more shot. 21-20 lead for the Arrows, down to 10 seconds. Road up top at the three-point opportunity. Doesn't take it. Drives right-hand side. Blocked by Shelsta. Goes to Burns. Burns gets to Allie Clark. 1 second remaining. Allie Clark goes up left-hand layup, and it's going to be a block on the Arrows. Jada Young, and that's going to get Allie Clark to the line for 2 and possibly a chance to take the lead here at the end of the first half.
That is great court awareness there by Allie Clark, knowing she had enough time to get to the hoop. You know, some people might have seen the clock ticking down and thrown up a half-court prayer. Clark knew that she had time, went to the hoop, drew a foul, gives a chance for the Bobcats to take the lead.
We talked about Allie Clark's speed. I think she was down the court in about 2 seconds, giving her the chance to get that opportunity for possibly the lead. First attempt is good. Kayla Volkin checking in for the Arrows. So you've got 4 Bobcats behind the half-court line. Smart move here. No Bobcats in the lane. Allie Clark's second attempt is up, and it is no good off the iron. Rebound goes to Hesh, and just like that, we are tied 21-21. Bobcats with 21, Watertown with 21. We will take a 3-minute break. You are listening to Andy and Alec, Bobcat girls basketball on K-Country 102.3. Yeah, and looking at, individually, you've got Shelsta with how much does Shelsta have?
Yeah, Shelsta had a great first half, coming away not only with her 2 blocks, but points-wise, Shelsta has, 8-9 points of the 21. She's had a great first half.
And, again, obviously, Allie Clark with that lone 3-point shot, but she does have the free throw along with it, and that was a key free throw to tie it up. Obviously had a chance to take the lead. Looking at someone else, Landry Wilson, 3 of 6 from the field. Ella Bisgard, 1 for 1. So again, we talked about some of those bench players and looking for production out of them. And honestly, that's what we're getting tonight. We're starting to see some baskets from players we haven't seen score some baskets in the past.
Exactly, yeah. And another thing that was nice to see out of the first half, Allie Clark coming in with 4 rebounds. Not normally, do you see your 5'2" point guard almost out-rebounding your 6'5" center, but Allie Clark working hard, getting those rebounds. Shelsta, herself has 5 rebounds, 9 points. So again, on pace for a likely double-double.
And that's the type of game it is, obviously, with Shelsta being the tallest person on the court, where we expected a lot of long rebounds, and that's what we saw. Honestly, the Bobcats did a very good job of, minus the first 5-6 minutes of the game, slowing down Maggie Hesh. Hesh had 5 quick points for the Arrows, and she is still at 5 points going into the second half.
Yeah, one thing we had talked about was if the Cats get down early, how can they slow down Watertown's possession, but also at the same time slow down their own possessions, and they did a great job of that. They got down 12-5 early on. Then they went on their own 13-5 run to come back, eventually taking the lead, and then having it tied at 21-all. So that was great to see the Bobcats not fall under the pressure of getting down early on, but keep calm, keep working, and we're on track for a great second half.
And I think it's great to see the Bobcats, make that adjustment mid-game. I feel like we haven't seen that a lot this year, where they've had that kind of one player, that does go off for the other team, and then they're able to stop them, slow them down, and honestly hold them for the rest of the game. So I think the Bobcats did a very good job there. One of the things the Bobcats really got to be careful of, still a lot of miscommunication on defense, a lot of wide-open three-point shots for a good shooting team in the Watertown Arrows.
Yeah, we saw that a lot towards the end of the second quarter. And again, I'm not sure what the miscommunication was, but again, it led Watertown to too many open threes, which luckily didn't quite fall. But at the same time, you can't be giving a team who can shoot the ball this well that wide open of a look.
And woulda, coulda, shoulda, with anything. So obviously the Bobcats will take the tie game in half, but obviously with those types of opportunities, that is one thing that could have Watertown pull away in the second half.
Exactly, and I think another thing that unfortunately went well for Watertown, after that first quarter they had 4 team fouls. The bonus was looking pretty well for the Bobcats going into the second quarter, but Watertown did a great job defensively, only having 2 team fouls, finishing the first half with 6 and staying out of the bonus. Brookings shooting well from the line of night. I think that would have clearly helped the Bobcats if they could have kept going to the line, but Watertown did a much better job defensively, not drawing as many fouls as they did in the first quarter.
I think what impressed me the most with Watertown's defense was the ability to pick up the intensity, but take away some of the fouls, like you were talking about. I think once they kind of got out in front, obviously they did let Brookings get back into the game, but they started doing a little more full court press. They were being very smart with their defense. They weren't being reckless. They weren't making, dumb fouls.
Exactly, and I think Brookings will do a much better job, too, the second half of slowing down their offense once they get past half court. They did a great job of breaking the press, making those simple passes. Then I think they need to slow it down, look back into Shelsta down low, who did an excellent job of going up with the left if she wasn't double-teamed, but at the same time, once that double team came, she did an excellent job of passing it back out to Wilson or Clark to get the Bobcats an open look.
All right, before we go to break here, we'll look at both teams. So give me one thing that Brookings can do to win this game, and then we'll move on to Watertown after that. What do they need to do in the second half?
Again, I think just they need to limit turnovers, and I know I've said that a lot, but again, when you finish the first half with 13 turnovers, 9 in the first quarter, so they did a much better job in the second quarter, only having 4. If they can keep those turnovers down and keep having a good offensive pace down low, I think they're going to come away with a win.
Okay, and what does Watertown need to do to pull away with a win tonight?
I think Watertown has to keep doing a good job of bringing the pressure when the Cats go down low to Shelsta, because we have seen when they don't bring that double team or that triple team, Shelsta's left hand has been lethal tonight, giving her those easy looks. So I think Watertown has to continue that defensive pressure without drawing fouls, but still keeping the game close.
All right, well, there you have it. So keys to success for both teams. Brookings looking for their first win of the season tonight. What a big one it would be against a team like Watertown. Watertown currently searching for their second win. Does that play a role into tonight's game? Having a win under their belt compared to Brookings. Obviously, Brookings has not been really in a scenario like this all season where they're tied at halftime with a rival team.
Yeah, I think it definitely lights a fire for the Bobcats knowing, hey, you're 2 quarters away from getting your first win of the season. Not only is it your first win of the season, but it's against one of your big old rivalries, the Watertown Arrows. So I think that definitely comes into play for the Bobcats. But like you had said, Watertown has that win under their belt. I know they're only sitting at 1-4, but still knowing what it feels like to have a lead going into the fourth quarter or getting that lead in the fourth quarter and how to hold on to it also plays a big role for the Arrows.
Yeah, and good news for the Bobcats. the Arrows have lost a lot of close games this year. So that is a scenario they've been in many times, losing by single-digit points. They've been in a scenario where they've had these close games, but they just can't quite finish it off. So what we'll do here, we'll take a quick 1-minute break. You're listening to Andy and Alec, halftime show, girls Bobcats basketball on K Country 102.3. Hello, everybody. That was the conclusion of the halftime show. Getting ready for the second half. Bobcats tied up with Watertown 21-21. Alec, tonight, a big issue that we just noticed over the halftime break here. Could rest be an issue for the Bobcats? Looking at some of the minutes here, Claire Burns has sat out a total of 12 seconds, with Shelsta sitting out for just over a minute.
Yeah, you see some of those girls, like you had said, Claire Burns, Shelsta, Allie Clark playing over 14 minutes, Burns over 15 minutes. So yeah, you got to think that the fatigue might set in here coming into the third and fourth quarter. But again, Bobcats 21-21 tie game. You got to hope they wanted a little more than Watertown to get that first win tonight.
Bobcats starting the same five as the beginning. You got Allie Clark, Wilson, Jorgensen, Shelsta, and Burns. Watertown with Corey, Hesh, Rode, Young, and Bramer. Watertown will start with the ball. Bramer to inbound to J.D. Young. Here we go, second half, 21-21. Tie game between the Brookings Bobcats and the Watertown Arrows. J.D. Young trying to go right-hand side. Three-point shot by Maddie Rode. Well short. Rebound goes to Landry Wilson.
Something we had talked about, not giving Watertown those open looks. Good defense right there by the Bobcats to have a contested shot resulting in an air ball by the Arrows.
Allie Clark up top, guarded by J.D. Young. Right elbow to Burns. Good backdoor cut by Jorgensen. Jorgensen gets the right-hand layup to fall. 23-21. Bobcats take the lead. Great offensive possession there. That could be a key to the second half right there. That's showing the composure that the Bobcats have tonight.
That was a perfect play. Backdoor cut by Jorgensen to get the wide-open layup. Perfectly executed.
Corey down to Bramer, who backdoor cuts on her own, and she gets the right-handed layup to fall. Just like that, tie game back and forth here between the Bobcats and the Arrows. 7:10 remaining in the third quarter, 23-23. We are tied up. Allie Clark going right-hand side out to Burns. Burns goes right-hand corner to Landry Wilson. Wilson drives baseline, right-hand shot, just long. Rebound goes to Jada Young. Rode, right-hand corner, guarded by Allie Clark. Gets it up top to Bramer. Bramer left-hand side, kicks it out to Hesh. Hesh, 18-foot jump shot, no good, back iron. Rebound goes to Rode. Allie Clark didn't get that box out there. Offensive rebound, might have been a kick there by Watertown, but hits off her leg. J.D. Young retains possession. 25 on the shot clock here. 6:35 remaining in the third quarter. And Burns going to get a foul there on her. J.D. Young trying to go up before the shot, and she was pushed out by Claire Burns.
Yeah, still trying to figure out how that wasn't a kick on Watertown. They got the bounce pass stretched out the right foot to stop the ball, but again, that's why I don't ref, because
J.D. Young to inbound. Looking to, good pass there to Olivia Corey, who's going to be fouled on the left hand attempt on the layup side. 6:32 remaining in the third quarter, 23-23. Foul on Claire Burns there. That's her team second for the Bobcats. Opposite tail right now going on. Bobcats in early foul trouble compared to where the Arrows were in the first half.
Exactly. Two quick fouls, only a minute 38 into this third quarter. So hopefully the Bobcats can bring their composure down a little bit on defense, because like you had mentioned, you don't want to get into the bonus here in the third quarter in such a close game.
Corey makes her first attempt. 24-23 lead. Macy Ostis checks in for Watertown. Second attempt off the front iron, no good. Rebound goes to Jorgensen. Allie Clark taking it up the court, guarded by Jada Young, the 5'6 sophomore. Outside to Landry Wilson. Landry Wilson, who was trying to get it to Claire Burns. Claire Burns was trying to set a screen. Luckily, Jorgensen was there to get the pass. Down low to Shelsta. Shelsta, left-hand layup, normally on fire tonight. Off the mark there. Rebound goes to Watertown. Bramer takes it up, right-hand wing, over to Olivia Corey. Corey to Jada Young. Shelsta guarding Macy Ostis. Back out to Jada Young for three-pointer. Going to be well long. Good hustle there by Bramer, who kicks it back out, and luckily for the Bobcats, Allie Clark was there, who's going to be fouled as she was trying to take it down the court to the opposite side.
Yeah, again, great defense by the Bobcats. Coach McClagan must have said something about it, not giving Watertown open looks, because these last 2 threes, which have been nicely contested, have both resulted in air balls. So again, as long as the Bobcats are putting some pressure on Watertown on those shots, it's resulted in their favor.
Bisgard checks in for Jorgensen. Landry Wilson up top to Allie Clark. Allie Clark, they're continuing to look at Shelsta in the post. Good defense there by Hesh, doing a good job of trying to push her out of the lane. Shelsta gets it out to Bisgard. Bisgard, right-hand side, off the backboard, no good. Rebound goes to Shelsta. Shelsta gets her own rebound. And good block there by Maggie Hesh. Thought she caught some arm, but Hesh with a good block, and Watertown takes it the other way. 5:30 remaining in the third quarter. Watertown up 24-23 against the Bobcats. Hesh on the left-hand wing. Up top to Kendall Paulson. Paulson goes to Ostis. Ostis drives baseline. Kicks it out to Abby Bramer. Bramer guarded by Wilson. Back out to Ostis. Ostis to Hesh down low, and she's going to be fouled on the shot by Ainsley Shelsta.
Yeah, Shelsta got caught off her feet there, jumped, trying to get the block. Great play by Watertown to go in there to draw the foul on Shelsta.
Just like the first half here, Maggie Hesh making herself well known in the beginning minutes of this second half. 3 fouls for Brookings, 1 for Watertown. Shelsta with just her first. Hesh, first attempt off the iron, no good. As the ref fixes the net there. Haven't seen that too often.
I haven't, no.
Hesh, second attempt up and didn't hit anything, so that's automatically Bobcat basketball. Watertown retaining the 24-23 lead over the Bobcats. Burns to inbound, full court pressure from Watertown. Wilson and Allie Clark to take the point positions. Clark takes it herself. Landry Wilson's got to get out of there. She's keeping her defender right there. When you get it to that point guard position, I think the best thing to do is have everybody else clear out.
Yeah, Allie Clark's such a good ball handler. I think, like you had said, the best thing for the Bobcats in that situation, clear out and let Clark bring it up.
Just turns it into a double team, but a good take there, aggressive take by Landry Wilson, and she's going to be fouled on the shot, and I believe that foul was on Jada Young.
Yeah, Wilson done a great job tonight attacking the hole. Very aggressive, and again, she's had some unbelievable finishes at the hoop. If not, she's been drawing fouls to get to the line.
Sophomore Jada Young picks up her third. First attempt from Landry Wilson is up and good, so we've got a tie game, 24-24. Kayla Rode and Olivia Corey check in for Watertown. Going to give Hesh a break. Going to give Jada Young a break as well. 4:55 remaining, 24-24, tie game, Brookings against Watertown. Landry Wilson's second attempt, up off the back iron. Rebound goes to Shelsta. Shelsta with the offensive putback, and with a quick timeout there by Coach McClagan. Brookings takes the lead, 26-24. We'll take a quick 1-minute break, and you are listening to Girls Bobcat Basketball on K Country 102.3. All right, welcome back. Bobcats lead 26-24, 4:53 remaining in the third. Shelsta currently with 11 points, 8 rebounds, well on her way to a consecutive double-double.
Yeah, she's been working hard, doing a good job offensively and defensively, staying out of foul trouble. I think that's been huge for the Bobcats tonight, is not having to go too deep into the bench with anybody having more than 2 fouls.
Great putback finish there before the timeout. Olivia Corey, three-point shot, no good. Rebound goes to Claire Burns. Burns pushing up the middle. We got a 3-on-3 situation. She drives into 2 Watertown defenders, going to be fouled on the shot, and just like that, she's got 2 attempts at the line.
Yeah, it's another great take. You know, the Bobcats probably talked about this at halftime, really attack the hoop. You know, Watertown having those 6 fouls in the first half, nothing to be shy against, and the Bobcats, like I said, have done an excellent job of attacking, drawing the fouls, getting to the line.
They're going to call that foul on Macy Ostis, the 5'7" junior. Hesh going to check back in for her for Watertown. Great take there by Claire Burns. Watertown not picking up the ball. We saw that intensity at the end of the first half. It looks like they've kind of droned off a little bit here. So we'll see if the Bobcats can take advantage of that, as the second free throw attempt is good by Claire Burns, and that extends the lead to 3, 27-24. Brookings leads, 4:20 left in the third quarter. Bramer up top to Corey. Corey over to Bramer, guarded by Landry Wilson. Landry Wilson, the 5'10" sophomore. Bramer going left hand baseline, kicks it out to Paulson. Paulson goes to Hesh, free throw line, jumper no good. Landry Wilson had a chance for the rebound. Kind of awkward position there, was well behind her, and she tips it out. So unfortunately for the Bobcats, that will be Arrows basketball.
Yeah, that's just one of those circumstances. You know, like you said, kind of an awkward chance to get the rebound. Went for it still. Nice steal there by Wilson.
She makes up for it. She's going to take it herself here against Bramer. Stops short of Bramer. Right-handed layup, no good. Awkward shot, and then they're going to get her for the foul. It's going to be going the other way. Landry Wilson, they're going to call her for that one. I think best option for her there would have been a simple jump stop. It looked like she was waiting for Bramer to come forward, and Bramer actually stayed back on that and was maybe thinking of drawing the charge.
Yeah, I think exactly that's what Wilson thought too, was that Bramer was going to step in and take that charge. Wilson kind of off balance, and like you had said, had she noticed that, I think a jump stop shot would have been a little better.
Yep, so Watertown takes over. Olivia Corey on the right-hand wing, up top to Maddie Rode. Rode over to Hesh. Hesh looking for Corey going across, not there. Rode, three-point shot, right-hand wing, short. Rebound goes to Allie Clark. Allie Clark with her 5th rebound of the game.
Yeah, and again, Bobcats doing an excellent job defensively, contesting those arrow
good lob
threes.
Pass. Oh, just over the top. Allie Clark, good lob pass there to Ella Bisgard, who missed that layup opportunity, and it looks like it was going to be tipped out on the Bobcats. Kendall Paulson checking in for Watertown alongside Jada Young. Bobcats are going to keep the same 5. 3:23 remaining in the third quarter. Brookings 27, Watertown 24 as they pass it out to Hesh on the left-hand wing. Hesh up top to Paulson. Paulson goes right-hand wing to Bramer. Back to Hesh, down low, right-hand hook shot, no good. Rebound goes to Shelsta. Shelsta with 9 rebounds, 1 away from a double-double. Allie Clark taking it back for the Bobcats. 3 minutes remaining here. Good behind-the-back move there. Allie Clark, little running floater from the free throw line, no good. Good shot there by Allie Clark. Rebound goes to Hesh.
Yeah, that was a great take there by Allie Clark. Another thing she did well there is she got the rebound, didn't quite push it ahead. Burns was going down the court, but Clark smart enough to just kind of keep her composure, get it across half court, and a good take right there, just didn't happen to fall.
3-point shot for Olivia Corey, left-hand wing, and she got it. And just like that, we are back to a tie game, 27-27, and then an errant pass by Allie Clark. It's stolen by Abby Bramer. So 3 points, and now they get the ball right back. Hesh up top of the key. Bramer's going to take over the offense from the handoff. Got a stack on both sides. Goes over to Jada Young, the sophomore on the left-hand wing. Young goes over to Bramer. 3-point shot, right-hand wing, no good. Had about a triple screen for her over there. Really good look there for Watertown. Brookings fortunate with the miss. Allie Clark running the offense for the Bobcats. Gets a screen from Claire Burns on the right-hand wing. Still looking at Shelsta down low. Burns gets it down to her. They're going to do about a triple team on her, and she gets blocked on the shot, and then Ella Bisgard gets the offensive rebound. And I'm not sure if they're going to say that's on the floor or on the shot. It looks like it was on the shot, and that's going to be a foul on, should be Hesh, I believe. Correct? Yeah, Hesh. That's Hesh's second. Both teams with 4 fouls here in the second half. 2:01 remaining. 27-27 score.
Great job by Bisgard there to attack the hoop. You know, she knew Shelsta had the ball down low and the double team came. Bisgard, knowing nobody was on her, went to attack, get that rebound, which led to her getting to the line for 2.
Bisgard misses her first attempt. Landry Wilson get a quick break here. Olivia Jorgensen back into the game for the Bobcats. Bisgard's second attempt on the way. It's up, and it is good. Nothing but net. 28-27. Bobcats retake the lead. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Bramer on the right-hand side, picked up by Jorgensen. Up top to Corey. Corey over to Young. Young trying to go behind the back. Good help defense there by Wilson. Wilson, rebound goes to Allie Clark. Good defense there. Another good look, though, for the Watertown Arrows.
Clark just doing an excellent job of attacking the rebounds tonight, proving that it doesn't matter how tall you are. If you go and crash the board, you're going to get some good boards.
Shelsta got it down to her, tried doing the up and under like she did earlier where she was successful on, but this time she did pick up that pivot foot, so it is a travel on Shelsta. Maddie Rode back into the game for Watertown. Bramer going to take it forward. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Bobcats 28, Watertown 27. Outside to Jada Young. Jada Young gets an open look up top to Maddie Rode. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound to Clark. Another rebound. Another good long rebound by Allie Clark there as they regain possession. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Clark over to Burns. Burns on the left-hand wing. Good defense there. Good cut by Ella Bisgard. Tries lobbing it over the top. I'm not sure if that was a shot or if that was meant for Shelsta. But either way, they're going to say it was out of bounds on her, so Watertown will get the ball back. I couldn't tell there. I think she was trying to get it over top to Shelsta. Almost looked like it got tipped. I thought maybe the Bobcats would get the ball underneath the hoop, but that was obviously not the case. Outside to Jada Young on the left-hand wing. Up top to Hesh. Hesh over to Maddie Rode. Right-hand wing again. Hesh. Good pass there by Hesh. Maddie Rode does get a three-pointer to finally fall. She's had a lot of open opportunities tonight. I'm confused on why the Bobcats are giving her so many chances on the outside.
Yeah, that right there, like you had mentioned, a wide-open look for Rode, and she had an excellent job of hitting the shot to give the Arrows a 2-point lead.
And Shelsta again trying that left hand. Watertown starting to figure it out a little bit. Someone's got to pick up ball here. Jada Young gets it up top to Olivia Corey. Her three-point shot is short, but a rebound goes to Hesh. And then Hesh is going to be fouled on the ground. Looks like it's going to be on Shelsta, I believe. No, excuse me. They're not going to say Shelsta. They're going to say Ella Bisgard on that one. As Kayla Volkin checks in for the Arrows, and we've got Landry Wilson checking in for the Bobcats for Olivia Jorgensen. 27 seconds remaining, 30-28 lead for the Arrows. Right-hand baseline, it looks like they're going to have Jada Young be the inbounder. They've got four wide set, two on the blocks, two on the elbows. Out to Hesh. 20 seconds remaining, over to Jada Young. Jada Young drives middle, jump shot, gets it off the glass, and it falls. 32-28 lead for the Watertown Arrows. 15 seconds here. Bobcats got to push something, see if they can get a good possession here before the fourth quarter. Good screen there by Burns, and a nice scoop layup by Allie Clark. She took it coast to coast there, and we talked about that speed earlier. Great take by Allie Clark. 2-1. Hesh gets a shot from the three-point line up top, and it's going to be no good, just short. So after 3 quarters in Brookings, Watertown with 32, Brookings with 30. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to girls basketball. Annie Lee and Alec Johnson on K-Country 102.3. All right, welcome back. Annie Lee, Alec Johnson, girls Bobcat basketball. We're heading into the fourth quarter here. Watertown with a 2-point lead, 32-30. Good third quarter there by both teams. Good job by Watertown to kind of regain that lead in the game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great finish. You've got your rivalries. You've got Lakers, Celtics. You've got Red Sox, Yankees. You've got Packers, Vikings. And then you've got Watertown, Brookings right up there. We're in for a great finish tonight.
Allie Clark trying to drive left side, gets it out to Burns. Burns goes to Landry Wilson. Landry Wilson, 10-foot jump shot in traffic. Wow, what a shot there by Landry Wilson as she gets that one to fall. And just like that, again, we're tied 32-32. Another good first possession for the Bobcats. Same as the third quarter. Right away, get a quick basket, and we'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive side. Jada Young on the left-hand side, up top to Hesh. Hesh looking for some movement here. Not a lot going on. Gets it down to Rode, down low. Rode back out to Corey. Corey just inside the three-point line. No good. Good offensive rebound there. And they're going to call a foul on Allie Clark. Both players going after it. Did look like Allie Clark tried getting in front of her and tried boxing her out, and I think they got her with the body foul there.
Yeah, I think Clark was hoping the ball was just going to go out of bounds. But again, Watertown, good hustle there. Clark with the little push, but again, drew the foul Watertown ball. 6
fouls for Brookings, 4 for Watertown. It's going to be on the far right-hand sideline there. They get it in. Hesh up top, down low to Jada Young. Good finish there by Jada Young. Jada Young, as a sophomore, looks very composed on both sides. And then the pass gets stolen on the way in, and another layup by Abby Bramer. So just like that, a 4-point swing in about 3 seconds for the Watertown Arrows.
And here's exactly where the Bobcats need to slow it down. You're only down 4. A lot of time left. You don't need to rush anything. You got to get a good shot.
And then we get a pass to Allie Clark. Both players going after it, and it's a jump ball, and possession arrow goes to Watertown. So, again, we talked about, both teams kind of being in this position the last couple games. Brookings, obviously, closest game they've been in so far, so you start to wonder if that's going to build some pressure on them in the last few minutes here. And as Watertown takes it past half court, they're going to take a timeout here. 36-32 lead for Watertown. We'll take a quick 1-minute break here at Cape Country 102.3. Welcome back. Bobcats basketball, fourth quarter action here. 6:48 remaining in the game. 36-32 lead for Watertown alongside Alec Johnson. I'm Andy Lee. Welcome to the broadcast tonight. Watertown Arrows going to take it on the far sideline. And here we go. Inbound to Abby Bramer. Bramer goes over to Corey in the left-hand side. Up to Jada Young down low. Again, another open look for Rode, who gets it to fall. It bounced on the rim about 3 times and then the backboard and dropped in. Another open look for Maddie Rode.
Yeah, something we've talked about all game. When Brookings has contested those threes, been much harder for Watertown to make them. But again, when they have open shots like that and they happen to fall, not what the Bobcats need here in this fourth quarter.
And currently a 7-0 run here by the Arrows. 39-32 lead, 6 remaining. Burns up top over to Ella Bisgard in the corner. Bisgard drives left, almost got away with maybe a travel there. They try to get it down to Shelsta. Shelsta left hand off the glass, up and good. A familiar sight tonight for Shelsta. 39-34 lead for Watertown. 6 remaining in the game. Bramer up top on the right-hand side, goes over to Corey on the left-hand wing. Back to Bramer. Bramer drives to the lane, gets it over to Hesh in the right-hand corner. Back to Corey, back to Rode. Good box out there by Claire Burns. 3-point shot, though, by Abby Bramer, and they get another one to fall right in the face of Landry Wilson. And we're going to stay on the air. Just a 30-second timeout by Coach McClagan and the Bobcats. And just like that, all of a sudden, 42-34 lead for Watertown. So we talked about earlier, Bobcats being fortunate in the first half, but we did say if they do get more looks in the second half, they've got to be careful. And now it looks like the Watertown Arrows are starting to pull away.
Exactly. Watertown, like we had mentioned, just getting too open of looks. And especially when it's been as close as a game as it is, that's not something you want to see here late in the fourth quarter. So Brookings has got to do a much better job of contesting those threes, because you'll live with a miss and a possible offensive rebound from Watertown, worst case. But again, when you're not even getting out there to contest and they're hitting these open shots, like you had said, the lead just went from 2, now Bobcats sitting down 8 with 5:42 left to play in the game.
10-2 run for Watertown. Good signs for Watertown. They've been in a lot of close games, and they've lost in a lot of close games. Some bad signs from Brookings, being in an unfamiliar scenario. Pressure starting to build a little bit, but again, there's 5:42 remaining still in the game. They're only down 8 points. Plenty of chances for the Bobcats here. They just got to take care of the ball with this full court pressure.
Exactly. And that right there, Allie Clark drawing the foul.
That's a quick foul there by Abby Bramer. Not the smartest foul by Watertown. That's going to put them at 5 team fouls, along with Brookings with 6. At Bramer, that's her 3rd foul.
Yeah, Bobcats will definitely take that. Like you had said, Burns didn't even get the ball inbounded before the foul was drawn by Allie Clark, something that finally went in favor of the Cats.
Allie Clark, I think she needs to hang on the ball some more. She really likes to give it up to Burns on the left-hand side. I think she just needs that confidence to take it herself. Like I said, get everybody cleared out of there, and she's going to be able to take it her own. Good handoff there to Landry Wilson, and she is blocked on the play. Really good defensive stop there by Watertown.
Another good aggressive take by Wilson. You know, she's been fouled a couple times to get to the line. I still like that take. Wide open, just blocked from behind.
Corey passes to Jaden Young on the left-hand side, and before her drive baseline, she picked up her pivot foot, travel on Watertown. 5:17 remaining in the game. 42-34 lead for Watertown. Far sideline, they get it into Allie Clark. And this is what I'm talking about. We need to get the Bobcats out of there so Allie Clark can take it herself. And they do a good job of that this time, but she does pick up her dribble near half court. She's in trouble here. Gets it to Landry Wilson. Wilson, left-hand wing. Trying to drive left-hand side, and she was trying to pass to a cutting Allie Clark who had her back to the ball, but doesn't matter. Before the pass, they caught her with the travel.
Yeah, like you had mentioned, I think the Bobcats do need to make sure they just clear out, let Allie Clark bring it up. She's quick, she's got great handles, and if she can get it across half court, that's where they need to slow it down a little bit and get a good look here, down 8 with 5 to play.
Bobcats going with a 2-3 zone defense here. That could be an issue because just like that, there's an open look for Kendall Paulson on the right-hand wing, and it is short. Good rebound there by Landry Wilson. Allie Clark on the right-hand side trying to push, gets doubled in the corner, wisely takes it back out. She gets away, good screen there by Wilson. Picks up her dribble down low to Shelsta on the right-hand block. Shelsta goes right-hand this time. She can do it on either side. She lays it up and in. And 42-36 lead for Watertown. Quick 30-second timeout there by Coach McClagan. We'll also take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30. Kid Country 102.3. All right, Alec, this is where we find out what the Bobcats are made of. Good possession there to get that basket. 4:29 remaining in the game. Weird stat of the night. Shelsta, the 6'5 junior, versus Allie Clark, the 5'2 junior. Both have 9 rebounds.
Yeah, Allie Clark's done an excellent job of attacking the rebounding aspect of the game. Like you had said, coming away with 9 boards. She's 1 away from getting to double digits.
Good defensive pressure there up top. Landry Wilson and Allie Clark get the double, and they're going to cause a quick timeout by the Arrows. We'll stay on here. 30-second timeout by Watertown. Looks like they'll be inbounding on the near sideline. So good start there for the Bobcats on defense, putting the pressure on. I think obviously now it's time for a sense of urgency. You're getting into the later stages of the game. Bobcats can't just let the Watertown Arrows dictate. They need to start dictating themselves.
Yeah, that was great defense right there by the Bobcats, bringing the pressure, forcing Coach McClemens to call a quick timeout. You know, there's only 4:21 left in the game. Watertown sitting with only 2 timeouts left, which could be huge for them. I mean, if it gets to be a close game later on and McClemens doesn't have those timeouts, again, he's called 2 here within the last minute, I think, trying to keep Watertown's composure. But again, Brookings doing an excellent job of bringing the defense, trying to force a turnover.
Brookings does have to be careful. They've got 6 fouls, so obviously we start looking at possible 1-on-1s here late in the game. We're going to see who's going to be more focused on their free throws as Watertown inbounds to Abby Bramer. Bramer double teamed on the top, and then it's going to be a quick foul there. Aggressive play by Landry Wilson trying to get the ball, and she does foul Abby Bramer.
You know, that's something that you just talked about. Brookings still bringing that pressure on defense, but nothing to where it's going to force a foul. Landry Wilson went for an aggressive steal there. Didn't work out in her favor, and now the Arrows will be in the bonus for the last 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
So 6 seconds in there. Quick foul by the Bobcats. Obviously not what they wanted. Bramer at the line for a 1-on-1. First shot is up, and it is In and out, no good. Rebound goes to Watertown, but it's tipped away to Allie Clark. So just like that, Bobcats take it the other way. 42-36 lead for Watertown. 4:05 remaining in the game. Up top to Landry Wilson. Wilson looking at Allie Clark in the corner. Has a look at a three-point shot, but she had an awkward catch. Three-pointer well long, but good rebound there by Claire Burns. Burns gets out to Landry Wilson, right-hand wing. She drives to the elbow. No good. Back out to Burns. Three-point shot. Short. No good. Trying to chase after the rebound. Good box out there by Jada Young to keep it in the Arrows' possession. 6-point lead here for Watertown. 42-36. 3:45 remaining in the game. Raymer to take it up for Watertown. Again, look for that ball pressure from the Bobcats. Obviously, they want strict defense, but they want to have clean defense as well. Good reach around there by Shelsta. She knocks it away from Maggie Hesh out of bounds.
Yeah, again, like you had said, Bobcats have still got to apply the pressure. Down 6 with 3:31 left to go, but at the same time, don't want to keep fouling to give Watertown a chance at a possible double bonus here. You know, they're only 3 fouls away from that.
Maddie Rode checks in for the Arrows. She checks in for Kendall Paulson. 19 seconds on the shot clock here. They get it in to Hesh, guarded by Ella Bisgard. Good spin move there by Hesh. Bisgard outmatched on that one. Size differential. Hesh is going to win that matchup every time.
Yeah, Bisgard did a good job defensively, staying behind, playing good defense, but like you had said, size-wise, wasn't in her favor. Just an easy one-step spin move for the layup.
44-36 lead for Watertown. 3:11 remaining, and Coach McClagan is going to take a full timeout, which means we'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to Girls Bobcat Basketball on K Country 102.3. Welcome back. Bobcats to inbound on their own sideline. Claire Burns to bring it in. 3:11 remaining. 44-36 lead for the Watertown Arrows. Bobcats here again need a sense of urgency getting into the later stages of the game. Need a quick basket here and a good defensive possession. Long jump shot by Landry Wilson. Gets her own rebound, and she's going to be aggressive. Take it to lane there, but they're going to call a block. And I believe they got that one on Olivia Corey of Watertown. So that puts Watertown at 6 fouls. And just like that, right, brings in the bonus possible chance here for the Bobcats later in the game.
And that's something Wilson's done an excellent job of all night, attacking the hoop. She's drawn multiple fouls, and again, now they're one foul closer to getting into the bonus, which might help them. You know, they've struggled on offense a little bit here their last few possessions.
Claire Burns inbounding on the baseline there. Not a made basket, actually took a step. I'm surprised they didn't call that one on her. Could have easily been a turnover on the Bobcats, but the Bobcats will take it. Clark gets it down to Shelsta. Who else? Outside to Landry Wilson. Corner three-point shot. She's got it. Big shot there by Landry Wilson. Good pass from Shelsta. Obviously drawing in the defense. Shelsta is a key player for the Bobcats. Good assist there. Unselfish play from the Bobcats.
Excellent pass by Shelsta. Something we've talked about all night. If that double team comes, kick it out for an open look, which is what she did there. Wide open 3 for Wilson to cut the lead to 5.
2:30 remaining. 44-39 lead. Hesh, good take there on the left-hand side. Going to be fouled on the shot by Ainsley Shelsta. 8 fouls for the Bobcats, 6 for Watertown. Shelsta still only at 2 fouls, so you can expect her to stay in the game here for the last 2 minutes and 29 seconds. First attempt from Hesh is off the rim, no good. So Bobcats here, this is where you need that box out, you need that big play. This doesn't show up, you know, in the highlights of the game, but a rebound on this scenario plays huge into the game for the Bobcats. But they won't get a chance. Hesh makes the free throw, 45-39, 2:27 remaining. Clark taking it forward. Again, look to see Landry Wilson being aggressive, obviously trying to get Shelsta involved, whether it's on an assist or possible shot from her as well. Shelsta, left-hand side, left hand on the finish. No good. Almost gets it off the back iron. Going to be fouled on the shot. So So again, like we talked about, getting it down to Shelsta on the left-hand side, her bread and butter, and she's got 2 shots at the line.
Yeah, I think the Cats are going to have to do that here for the last 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Look down low to Shelsta, and again, she's going to have to know if she's not double-teamed, the left or right hook's probably going to be there, but as soon as that double team comes, kick it out for an open look.
Shelsta makes the first one. That was the 3rd foul on Maggie Hesh, and that does officially put Brookings in the bonus. Watertown with 7 fouls, Brookings with 8. Shelsta's second attempt is short. Rebound, trying to get tipped by Landry, goes to Bramer of Watertown. Guarded by Landry. Landry putting ball pressure on, one-on-one here. Right-hand side, gets it out to Olivia Corey. Corey, the leading scorer for the Watertown Arrows with 14 tonight. Hesh over to Rode. Rode likes the three-point shot. Really good closeout there by Allie Clark, but she just let her go right by her after the fact. I think she thought that three-point shot was coming, and that's why Maddie Rode is so dangerous on the outside. Gets it down to Shelsta. Shelsta back out to Ella Bisgard. Bisgard back to Shelsta. Shelsta back out to Burns. Back to Shelsta. Left-hand side, might have got away with one there. Good defense there by Hesh, and the rebound goes to Jada Young. 1:35 remaining, 47-40 lead for the Arrows. Bobcats need to get something here. Possible turnover, get a jump ball. It's in their possession. Hesh with the 16-footer. Got it. Big shot there from Hesh. Clutch shooting from her. 49-40 lead. Bobcats got to go here. 1:15 remaining.
Yeah, now when you're down 9 with only 1:10 left, you got to look a little quicker on offense to get a good shot. You don't need to rush anything that's going to be an awful shot, but at the same time, when you're down 9 with only a minute, you got to get some good looks.
Oh, good take there by Allie Clark. Had the opportunity to bring it out to Claire Burns for a three-point shot, but she didn't get it. Rebound went to Maggie Hesh of Watertown, and she was fouled. And that was the foul on Shelsta. That's her 3rd. So again, still in the 1-on-1 here. 9 fouls from Brookings, 7 for Watertown. 1:03 remaining. Watertown clinging to a 9-point lead. Hesh will go to the line for a 1-on-1. Watertown with bringing back Olivia Corey past the half-court line. They don't want something to fall behind them. And Maggie Hesh's first attempt there, a few feet short, so automatically going to the Bobcats here. A little bit of fortune there for Brookings. 1 minute 3 seconds remaining. Need a quick basket here. Got to get going.
Yeah, flashbacks to me at the line right there, leaving a free throw that short.
Wow. Were you tired?
We'll go with that.
Okay, fair enough. Allie Clark at the free throw line. Again, we're under 50 seconds here. Right-hand hook shot. Rebound goes to Shelsta. Shelsta officially with her double-double. Gets the rebound, puts it back. Gets the 2-point basket for Brookings. 49-42 lead for Watertown. We'll take a quick 1-minute break. You're listening to Girls Basketball, Kick Country 102.3. All right, welcome back. Brookings Bobcats basketball alongside Alec Johnson, Andy Lee here. 47.4 seconds remaining. Quick basket there from Shelsta. Cut the lead to 7. Watertown 49-42. Full court pressure here from the Bobcats. Ella Bisgard guarding the ball, jumping wildly up and down. And it's going to be tipped by Olivia Jorgensen, and they're going to say she knocked it out of bounds. Watertown keeps it. 46.1 seconds remaining. 34 on the shot clock. They lost a second there. We'll see if that does play a factor into this possession. They get it into Hesh on the left side. Whoa, quick foul there by Claire Burns. Obviously not trying to be too aggressive, but she did knock her to the floor. Smart play there for the Bobcats, putting them in the line, but they are in the double bonus, so it is guaranteed 2 shots for Hesh. But in Bobcats according to the last free throw, probably the smartest player to foul after her last result from the free throw line.
Exactly. Watertown been struggling at the line tonight. Right there in that situation, you'd hope the Bobcats could maybe force a trap in the corner and then foul. But like you had said, Bisgard just came in a little too hot, bumped her over. But again, Watertown really struggling from the line currently. 4 of 15, only shooting 27%. So again, the double bonus might not be the end of the world for the Bobcats if Watertown is struggling.
Coach McClagan gets Shelsta back in, so obviously the plan of attack is for Shelsta to be in on offense and Jorgensen to be in on defense. Allie Clark takes it up the court. 40 seconds left in the game here. 49-42 lead. Out to Landry Wilson. Good look from a three-point shot in the right. Oh, in and out. What a good shot there. Great opportunity for the Bobcats, and they are going to foul Hesh again. That'll be Shelsta fouling her. So again, a smart foul for the Bobcats. Wow, what a great look there for Landry Wilson. All the way it looked like it was going in, and it hopped in and out of the hoop.
Exactly, like you had said, great look. Just didn't happen to fall. Shelsta picking up her 4th foul, so I know they've been looking to her, but now when you're late in the game, down 7, and you might have to start shooting threes, if she fouls out, might not be the end of the world for the Cats, but at the same time, she's been such a big presence offensively and defensively on the boards.
So Woes continuing from the free throw line for the Arrows. 4 of 17, now 5 of 18. They do get that one to go. 50-42. Full court pressure, and Landry Wilson panicked. She stepped past the line, took a dribble, and that was a easy call for the referee there.
Yeah, she looks a little confused, but again, she took a dribble and also went over the line. Not a call a ref's going to miss.
Yep, so they get it in quickly to Olivia Corey, and Ella Bisgard not going to foul. 25 remaining here. Looks like they're just going to play smart defense. At this point, no need to foul. Hesh going to get a shot, though. I didn't think she would go up with it. I thought they would just kind of hang on to it because obviously the Bobcats weren't trying to foul. We had about 10 seconds run off the clock, and there was really nothing going on. But she is fouled by Shelsta. Shelsta will foul out of the game. That's going to bring in Ashton Ostreim for her. So a good game by Shelsta. Consecutive double-double for her. Good for her. Ostreim checks in for the game for the Bobcats.
Like you had mentioned, a little confused there. Cats only down 8 with 31 seconds left. Didn't go to foul. With the shot clock off, you have to foul. And like you had mentioned, with the woes of Watertown from the line, I think what the Bobcats might have been doing was waiting until Hesh got the ball to foul her, which worked in their favor as she missed the first but did connect on the second.
So 6 of 20 from the line, but again, that gives the Bobcats a chance here. Stops the clock. Bobcats looking for possession. Ostreim, quick three-point shot, no good. Rebound, tipped away, goes to Ella Bisgard. Her and Maddie Road are going to fight for possession arrow pointing to the Bobcats. 10 seconds remaining. 51-42 lead for Watertown. Obviously, the Bobcats looking to just get a quick shot here and see if they can do something on defense and pull off the miracle. Burns to inbound, gets it out to Landry Wilson, top of the key, trying to get a screen from Ostreim. Gets it over to Allie Clark, 5 seconds on the clock. Need to get a shot up here. Ella Bisgard passing around, 3, 2, gets a pass to Allie Clark, wild right-handed look, almost put it in from the three-point line, but that will conclude the girls basketball game tonight with the final of Watertown 51, Brookings 42. We'll take a 2-minute break here, and we'll talk about some of the attributes to the game. So thanks for listening. We'll be back in 2 minutes. K Country 102.3.